Hey. Back again, back in the lab. Welcome to episode 15 of the A&R Podcast. I am your host, Young Glacier, aka Young A. Lee. Who else could it be? Right here, I got my co-host to the left of me.
Ronnie Hunch, aka Ronnie LaVooch.
Yeah.
Devin, yeah. Last in-person pod for a while.
Damn. I feel like it won't be that long. I feel like it's at least going to be like probably 3, 4, 5 pods. Because I'm going to be up there in October anyway.
Yeah. And I'm going to be back end of
before that.
September, so.
Yeah. Because anytime we together in person, I feel like we can record. Just
literally.
You know?
At least one.
Yeah, literally. But, yeah, you moving to fucking New York.
Literally.
You moving to New York for ever, basically. So
yeah.
we about to be down bad.
Literally.
Damn.
The Zoom pods, so.
Yeah, get ready for those. Them is going to be lit, too, though.
I'm actually damn near kind of hyped for the Zoom pods.
Yeah, literally. The Zoom pods, it ain't going to feel no different. It's just going to be like you in a box and me in a box and us talking. Like,
I feel like that expands our opportunities because it's easy to have somebody just hop on the Zoom with us if we want to have people join and shit.
Facts. That's true. Zoom interviews is going up now apparently. Like now, like most interviews is on Zoom. Like who did I see on Zoom? I think I saw like an I Swear Vezo interview on Zoom. Which kind of, well, before we get into that, let's plug social. So you can follow us on Twitter at TheAandR Podcast, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Linktree in the description, timestamps in the description. Everything you ever want to know about us is in the description. So if there's something you want to find, it's down there. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that.
Literally.
Right. So now that that's out the way, like I was saying about I Swear Vezo, I think I saw an interview with him on Zoom, and he was like chopping it up. Blah, blah. I've seen a lot of interviews like that lately, because it's a pandemic, so they zooming. So
why, if you're a famous celebrity, like, are you trying to be with a journalist in person?
My thing is, if I was a rapper, I'd be trying to do Zoom interviews anyway, because like I don't want to leave the house and go sit and talk to you. Like,
literally,
you can just like, call me. I'm at home. Just chill. We can
fly in places for interviews.
No, I'm not flying to New York to get up at 5 a.m. to do a Breakfast Club interview and hear Charlamagne laugh in my ear for.
Yeah, fuck no.
No, fuck out of here. No. Do you even think people care about, like, because when we was coming up on YouTube, like on YouTube, but when we was like first watching like rappers interviews and shit, it was Breakfast Club and it was Hot 97.
Yeah.
But I feel like nobody really care about those interviews no more.
Tyler
if they
just
even
did
do
a Hot
interviews.
97 one.
Yeah, Tyler.
Which he never does interviews, so.
Yeah. See, but that's different though. That's him coming out and doing an interview. So like, I feel like no matter where Tyler did that interview, it was going to get watched.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's not like a Hot 97 thing specifically. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? The only thing I think people watch Hot 97 for now is like those flex freestyles that be on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? But even then, like, nobody really cares.
I feel like the Leakers has become like the new place for freestyles.
Yeah. Leakers is the new freestyle place. Leakers, and it's another place. I don't remember who it is, but I remember they set up. But the only thing is, they be having the most random, hilarious people on there. Like, it was one dude, his name was like Haiti Baby, and he was on there literally like screaming, like he thought he was Thug. He was trying to do some like Thug, like vocal inflection shit, but it wasn't working out. And they was killing him, literally laughing at him in the studio.
Imagine getting laughed at. Like,
hey, he didn't care though. He was doing the shit. He was, you know, like he didn't care. He got his shit off. Hey, bro, life is crazy. But back to Zoom pods. I started talking about I Swear Vezo, which is on. Yeah, he's on a Trippie album. So I guess that's a segue into Trippie.
Literally.
Trippie put out his album Trip at Night this past Friday. 17 songs, something like that.
Yeah.
About 17 songs. 17 of the same beat.
Literally.
Somehow, it's still hard to me. Like, I feel like this album is kind of, I don't want to say it's an outlier, because it's one thing to have like it be a style, you know what I mean? It's one thing to have it be like a one coherent sound, and I hate I'm using that buzzword, but coherent. It's one thing to have it one coherent sound, but it's another thing to have every beat literally sound the exact same.
The exact.
You know what I mean? That's the same shit we clown Rod Wave for, same shit we clown Piano G for.
Exactly.
But I mean, Trippie did it, and maybe it's just because I'm more like sonically inclined to those, like, I'm gonna say
to the
like
techno beats.
Yeah, it's to like the techno rager beats. You know what I mean? Like, I think I just like those more in general than the piano guitar riff beats. You know what I mean? So I feel like just that alone kind of put it in my head. But I mean, Outside of that, is this Trippie best album?
I probably wouldn't say so.
You think his first album still his best album?
No. Wait, what is the first album? What are we calling
Life's
Life's a Trip?
No, Love Scars.
I say Love Scars 3 and Life's a Trip are probably my two favorites.
Love Scars 3?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that much.
That one came
I like
out,
Love Scars too.
It was like off rip. It was like Topanga, Negative Energy.
No, that wasn't Love Scars 3, was it?
Fire. What is it called?
Negative Energy?
No, it was Negative Energy, Topanga.
That wasn't Love Scars.
First 3 songs is straight fire.
That wasn't Love Scars.
That was
3,
the same
bro.
one that 1400-999 was on. That one's damn near my personal favorite.
Did you peep that he put out like four separate versions of his album? So he got the Trip at Night Complete Edition,
which is the one with Drake.
He got the Complete Expanded Edition, the regular, and then the just expanded. I'm dead ass.
He's just trying to boost streams.
Literally.
He's trying to get above 100K.
Let's see. No, that's a love letter to you three. I don't know why we say Love Scars.
Literally, every single one has a Love Scars on it. But yeah, Love Letter to You.
Yeah, a love letter to you 3 was cold. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Life's the Trip was also hard.
Mm-hmm.
But that happened to be both in the same year.
Yeah.
And I ain't like nothing he put out since then
No.
besides Trip at Night. So this is Trippie's like return for me. I think the best song on there is. We gonna exclude Matt Hardy 999 because the one that been out for a grip.
Yeah.
And 2 is Juice, so that's a cheat code.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna exclude that. But outside of that, I'd say Molly Hearts.
Yeah.
Molly Hearts. What else? Supernatural is cold. Captain Crunch is cold. I think those are the top 3 so far.
I would say that Molly Hearts is probably the best song because I just feel like on this album it's the best example of him using that sound correctly.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even the other songs, if they're cool, like, and let's first of all clarify the fact the first 15 are the exact same beat, and then the last 2 songs, actually, the beats are different.
Yeah.
Like, Captain Crunch and Rich Motherfucker literally sound completely different than the rest.
Well, that's just because of who he had on there. Like, he not gonna put Ice Square Vezo on a MP5
yeah,
beat.
But he put Drake on one of them beats, which was also kind of interesting.
Yeah, literally. But the crazy thing is, I think Drake could actually, like, well, we heard it. Drake actually low-key went crazy on that.
I thought he kind of sounded good too. I just think it's funny that every single verse for like the last 2 years, like he put out, he dissed Kanye in every single one, bro. Like literally every single verse he put out, he dissed Kanye at least once. Like
they were saying that he gonna be on Kanye album. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just keeping up the fake beef for appearance.
Maybe. I really doubt he's gonna be on the album. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't want to get into Drake and Kanye right now, but let's stay on Trippie. But damn. All right, here we go. But yeah, I think he couldn't put fucking Babyface Ray and like Lil Durk on like a Baki type beat. Like Baki is also hard.
Yeah.
Baki is also hard. But I mean, I feel like he kind of got saved. I'm not gonna lie. Because like we said, this shit really is the same beat for 15 songs straight. Mm-hmm. But he somehow executed. I don't know how.
I don't know.
I can't piece together how, but he did it. You know what I mean?
My thing is like, I don't know. I wouldn't even like it's good, but it's still nothing crazy. And like I told you, is like, I feel like every song is either hit or miss, especially because the beat is the same. So it's like either it worked or it didn't. I feel like out of them 15, I'm probably about like half the songs, maybe a little over half, which still isn't crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good, and it's surprisingly good for what he has been putting out. Like, I fuck with Trippie, but like you said, like, he put out that heavy metal shit. I ain't listened to it at all. He put out, what did he put out the shit before that? Pegasus. Like, that shit was literally butt, too. Like, so it's been a while since, like, it was some Trippie music I really wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
And Mr. Rage as the first single, like, I thought was really good, but I was, like, not expecting, like, the whole album to sound just like that song.
I thought Mr. Rage was low-key a mid-single. I didn't like Cardi's verse at all. The beat is crazy, so I feel like I kind of knew where he was taking us. But, like, I didn't think that was, like, a crazy single to lead with. I feel like if he was going to put out a single, he should have put out Molly Hearts as a single, and he should have put out Holy Smokes. I think those should have been the 2 singles.
I personally still don't really like Holy Smokes.
I feel like Holy Smokes is another one where it's like, Holy Smokes is another like microcosm in this album, because it's like Holy Smokes is good, but like they both could have came harder. Pause. As a Uzi fan,
no.
I feel like Uzi could have came
You're
harder
right.
on that, and Trippie could have came harder on that. The beat is hard, but it's like this is good. It's acceptable. Like, but it's not like, it's not a knockout. You know what I mean?
It's something about like that song and Mr. Rage. I feel like you could say the same thing where it's like that
Bruh,
song
that's the exact
sounded
same
like
song.
Trippie trying to make a Uzi type song.
Yeah.
When Mr. Rage sounded like him trying to make a Cardi type song.
Yeah.
So it's like getting them artists on there just makes sense. But also I feel like maybe it was like so comfortable to them to the point where it's like, oh, you're making the song basically just for me to get on, that they like, you know what I mean? They didn't have that extra motivation to go hard on it. Like,
yeah, because
that sounds like everything they make. Like,
yeah, that's one of the lower tier like Uzi features we heard in this feature run that he been on. I feel like it's one of the lower tier ones,
Literally.
but it's still good. You know what I mean? Like, I still like the song. Like, if it come on, I'm not gonna skip it. But it's like, I could visibly. Can I speak English? I could visually or audibly like see more like from this song. Like, so much potential wasted in that song. Life is crazy.
So I don't know.
All
these
these
songs that just hit or don't on here for real.
Yeah.
I feel like
all these weird techno beats, these fucking, and this the thing. Like, I wanted to talk about this too, because this is a Cardi influenced album.
Yeah.
Certainly, 100%.
I mean, we just talked about the lead single was him making a Cardi type song with Cardi. Like,
exactly. this is definitely a Cardi influenced album. Now I don't want to give Cardi the influence for the techno rager like hyperpop beats, but I mean he kind of did. Like, to be honest, like Whole Lot of Rage in my opinion, as bad as it was.
Whole Lot of Red.
Whole Lot of Reds. What did I say?
You said Whole Lot of Rage.
Fuck out of here. Whole Lot of Red, as bad as it was, in my opinion, it still like influenced the culture, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, all these new niggas coming out now sound like Cardi.
People
like,
love that album.
Summers, Ken Carson, Lancey, fucking Sofago, Yeet, like hella niggas. All these new SoundCloud niggas sound like Cardi now. Literally. They doing the weird Rager beat thing, and that's what it is. Niggas even dressing like Cardi now. Niggas doing the Cardi. They got the Cardi mannerisms, like
literally.
Like, is Cardi really stealing your hearts like that? Like, people, off of Love Is Rage? Like, seriously?
Love Is Rage. What are you on?
What am I on? Whole Lot of Red. God damn.
The people who love that album are like die hard. Like, they just love that shit. And I personally don't get it.
Hey, man.
But I also feel like a lot of people, and I mean, I could be wrong on this, but I feel like a lot of people who love Whole Lot of Red, that was also kind of their introduction to Cardi in general.
That's impossible.
Because, like...
That's impossible.
It's no way that you can tell me, like, listening to them first two albums and then listening to that is a good album still. Like, just in comparison to his prior works. Like, so just for me...
A lot of niggas like that album,
I know they love... But what I'm saying is, the people who like that album, who ride for that album, don't just like it. Like, they love that shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm
like,
saying a lot of Cardi
they want
fans
to dress like him. They want to sound like him. Like, you know what I'm
saying? A lot of Cardi fans, niggas that been Cardi fans, it's like, this is the one. It's crazy to me.
It's not the one, but it is crazy. Like you said, the influence. Like, Trippie literally just put out an album that just sounded like it couldn't have existed without a Whole Lot of Red. And that shit came out on Christmas last year.
Bro, that's the other thing. How has Cardi influenced the whole, like, this whole new wave? That shit dropped less than a year ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, damn. Everybody want to make a weird techno vampire beats now. Like,
literally.
What the fuck? I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how Cardi tricked y'all into following him, but he did it. So congrats. That shit is crazy. That nigga Cardi, bro. Every song on here, if you take Trippie off and put Cardi on it, it sounds like a Love Is Rage. What's wrong with me, bro? Am I in a pod mind state? Like, god damn.
Literally.
If you take Trippie off of these songs and put Cardi on it, it sounds like Whole Lot of Red.
Literally.
Now, for what it's worth, I kind of like the beats better than Whole Lot of Red on this album.
I feel like I don't. I feel like they're just too repetitive. I also thought it was kind of weird. You know, Danny Phantom and Matt Hardy both been out for hella long, and he just changed the beats to sound just like the beats on the rest of his album.
He changed. I don't like that he changed the Danny Phantom beat, because that Danny Phantom beat was hard. And I like the original version better.
Literally.
He also had skiing. He also took a skiing Quavo off. Did you peep that?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Because when that song came on, I literally just immediately, because I even remember that clip he used at the beginning of that song, like as the beginning of that song.
Yeah.
Like, when that shit came on, I was like, bro, this is so old. I've heard this so long ago. Like,
I just don't get. Oh, I'm gonna say this. Ski smoked his verse, bro.
Yeah.
Ski
that
smoked
song with
his
Ski
verse.
is hard.
Yeah, Ski smoked his verse. He got off on that. I didn't like that. He made some Dragon Ball references in there, and that reminded me of that Supercell song.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
Supercell, yeah. It's just like he did literally try to make every single bar a Dragon Ball bar, and when I
don't think Trippie has the lyrical range for that. Personally.
It was pretty funny. When I re-listened to it, that line you was talking about the Trunks bar, he was just like, got it on me. Just like Trunks. And then he just moved on.
Yeah, like he
didn't even try to rhyme it with nothing.
He couldn't figure out a Trunks rhyme scheme, so he just gave you the regular, got to steal on me like Trunks. And then just got into the hook. I'm like, wait, that's it? Like, that song was mid. Other than that, I mean, like I said, I don't know how he made this shit hard for the most part, but he kind of did. I mean, even the night it came out. So like Friday night, we all linked up and we went out. We went to where did we go? We went to a fucking Range game or something like that.
Yeah.
But my nigga Cam, my nigga E, like I was like, bro, this Trippie shit hard. And they was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this hard.
Yeah.
I didn't. I feel like nobody expected this to be as live as it was. Cause like I said, when Mr. Rage came out, I was like, I feel like this is gonna be kind of.
I always like that song. If you would have told me when that song dropped, though, that the whole album was gonna sound like that, I would have been worried for sure. I would have been like, damn. Like,
yeah, literally.
It's probably not gonna be good,
bro. But what's crazy is, you remember that you remember that IG Live Trippie did like a long time ago, and I sent it to you. I was like, bro, this sound exactly like Cardi. Like his voice actually sounded like Cardi.
Yeah, I think I do.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I feel like that should have been the first sign. Cause that was before that was before Whole Lotta Red came out. That was before Whole Lotta Red.
Yeah.
You need a Whole Lotta Red vinyl, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Whole Lotta Red?
You need a Whole Lotta Red vinyl.
I'm cool on it.
For what it's worth, the Whole Lotta Red cover is hard. I will say that.
I guess.
I will say that. Yeah. The Whole Lotta Red cover is hard.
Yeah.
This Trippie cover is hard too.
Yeah.
I actually don't hate Trippie covers.
Trippie covers be kind of hard, except for the Pegasus one. That one was shit.
The Pegasus is the one with him as a Pegasus?
Nah, the one with him like out like this, like... You know what I'm talking about?
I'm kind of a fan of like weird, like cheesy, like covers. Because you were saying the Wanna cover was trash. I thought the Wanna cover was hard.
I don't even remember the one. Oh yeah, like the claymation him.
The one that was claymation. He was like this, and he had like the arms. It was like the what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like Da Vinci shit.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
That shit wasn't poop. I thought the what was the one tape before that?
Drip or Drown.
Yeah, that shit. I thought that cover was really trash.
I thought that was
him
live
just
too.
Underwater with the umbrella. Like.
Hey, Gunna cover was actually him underwater, and they showed like behind the scenes. That shit was hilarious. He actually dipped down in the pool. He had the umbrella in the pool, literally.
Yeah. And
they got down like in the water with him and took the picture. That shit was hilarious, bro. Using that as a cover is hilarious.
The fact that they did all that to get that cover is hilarious because it still don't even look that good. Like
you be hating. Any type of different like abstract cover you hate.
No, that's not true.
You be hating.
That's not true.
You be hating, bro.
Sometimes shit is just goofy to me. Like that cover is just goofy to me. Like that's not abstract or different. Like that's just goofy.
It's just him
like,
in the pool?
Literally, like.
Hey, bro, that shit is hard, bro.
And it's like sometimes shit like that is too on the nose. Like Drip or Drown, bro, is literally in a pool, like with designer on the umbrella. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's on the nose, but it's like
too like I don't know.
It's in your face. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Speaking of in your face,
pause.
Or on your face for what it's worth. Pause.
Literally.
OnlyFans is banning porn, so all you OnlyFans people, you got until October to get y'all shit out of there, and then they kicking you off.
This whole shit is just crazy to me. Like, think of how many people really made so much money off that shit.
People, bro, girls was really becoming millionaires. And this is not a typo. This is not a live typo. I do that a lot, but this is not a live typo. They was literally millionaires off of OnlyFans. I swear on everything.
Off OnlyFans,
bro.
What are they doing now?
All right, let's see. I'm about to pull up the article. Pretty much the gist is, OnlyFans has been struggling to get funding for however long. They've been letting people. So the site originally was for like cooking tutorials or some shit like that. It was for like regular shit. You know what I mean?
I knew it wasn't for porn, but I didn't know it was for cooking tutorials.
I don't know if it was specifically for cooking tutorials, but it wasn't for that.
No.
But they turned it into that. So what happened was, OnlyFans, the company, because it is a company, so they've been struggling to get funding for forever. they were, some banks like contractually can't invest in like adult sites or adult business or something like that, so they was having a real hard time. They decided to do away with all.
Yeah.
Well, not, I don't want to say all, but most pornographic content. It said you could still post like nude pictures, like, but that's like not really. That's not really like. I'm trying to say, like, what's on OnlyFans now, if they downgraded it to just nude pictures, it would be like a big downgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I that's just kind of makes no sense. I thought the whole shit was they just getting all that shit out of here.
They said, let's see.
What is the point of just keeping, like, so they can't put up a video of them getting fucked, but they can put up a selfie of them naked? Like,
yeah, like
at that point,
you
like,
can't put up a 30-minute video of you getting fucked from behind and then getting a facial at the end, but you can post a picture of your boobs or something. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, that's a big discrepancy. I feel like, because most people make money off videos and tips and this and that.
I feel like they should have just either said none of that shit or keep that shit. The fact that now they're trying to individually, like, I didn't know that. I thought they were just getting that shit all out of here. But them trying to, like, individually say, like, oh, this is cool, but this isn't cool, like, I don't know. That's actually even more weird than I already thought it was. Like,
all right. Should I read a Bloomberg article, or is that fucking Bloomberg is kind of nuts? I ain't gonna lie. All right, here we go. Starting in October, the company will prohibit creators from posting material with sexually explicit content. Whoa. Let me restart. Starting in October, the company will prohibit creators from posting material with sexually explicit conduct on its website, which many sex workers use to sell explicit content. They'll still be allowed to put up nude photos, provided they're consistent with OnlyFans policy, the company said Thursday. Jesus Christ. The company of the social media service, the popularity of the social media service exploded during the pandemic as sex workers, musicians, and online influencers used it to charge fans for exclusive access to photos. They said OnlyFans attracted more than 130 million users. God damn. That's hella people, bro.
but we can't sit here and cap like we don't know where most of them people were coming from.
Yeah, literally. It says OnlyFans is positioning itself more as a forum for musicians, fitness instructors, and chefs more than sex workers. Wow.
I'm just amazed that they really think they can make more money off of prioritizing that than keeping what they were already known for.
Wow.
But I mean, they're a company. I'm sure if they didn't think they could really make more money doing this, they wouldn't do it. So
the changes are needed because of the mounting pressure from banking partners and payment providers, according to the company. OnlyFans is trying to raise money from outside investors at a valuation of more than $1 billion. In order to ensure the long-term sustainability of our platform and continue to host an inclusive community of creators and fans, we must evolve our content guidelines. Jesus Christ. So basically it's saying, okay, we trying to actually go legit now, so y'all got to get the fuck out of here.
Literally, they have no regard or care for like all the people they're fucking over. Like,
they said they handled more than $2 billion in sales last year. Come on, bro.
Literally, I just want to know what percentage of that shit is off of sex workers,
Bruh.
Because my thing is,
it got to be close to 90%.
People are obviously clowning like OnlyFans girls, like, oh, like I see all the memes like OnlyFans girls now, like showing them like people at McDonald's and shit. Like,
that's
but
funny.
my thing is like I feel like OnlyFans the company is actually cocked for this because they like literally like introduced these girls to a way to make a shit ton of money. Both sides were making money,
made billions,
and now they're like, peace, I'm gonna go make more money. Y'all go figure it out. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of fucked up.
That's cock. That's super cock.
Like, I really do.
Like, but at the same time, they kind of in the catch-22. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If you're a company, right, and you're trying to get funding from these banks, regardless of how sex work is viewed, like on the internet or in the space where your content creators and your customers are, in the general world, like sex work and pornography is like looked down upon. You know what I mean? Especially when you're talking about like dealing with money. Like, I think I read even porn companies have a hard time like getting funding from like banks and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, either they contractually can't or they just think it's a moral thing and they're like, no, I'm not giving money for that.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So if you're OnlyFans, this company who originally didn't even start off with sex work, but it just caught, you know what I mean?
They probably don't want to be known as that shit too. Like OnlyFans became like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a negative connotation around OnlyFans.
Even when you, but my thing is, you're at that point now. If they was gonna do that, they would have had to catch it early, because you're at the point now where even 5 years down the line, when you say OnlyFans, you're thinking porn, no matter what.
Literally,
it could be 1 million chef and fitness workout videos on there. I'm gonna be like, bro, I remember OnlyFans when bitches was on there doing this, and that.
My thing too is like, who is really paying like for fitness workers, for celebrities to go on there? Like, I feel like it's hard for me to see them really doing better with this, because it's like, who is really gonna pay monthly to like see like a celebrity like post vlogs on there? Like, you know what I mean?
Would you pay for like some Chef Gordon Ramsay cooking classes? Like, he posts a video on OnlyFans and you can go run and pay for whatever video or whatever recipe.
I don't know.
I feel like that's a specific situation where you already gotta have clout to do that. The thing about OnlyFans was, you could be a regular girl and like start an OnlyFans and end up like making bread. And end up making bread. You know what I mean? Like,
and the thing is like, let's be honest, like, there's not really another forum, at least right now. There's probably gonna become a new one
that's as big
for something like that. The thing is for cooking videos, I can go to YouTube. I don't gotta pay shit.
Yeah, literally.
For fitness videos, I can go to YouTube. I don't gotta pay shit. For videos of celebrities, I can go to YouTube. I ain't gotta pay shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
I just don't know. I don't know if. Once again, I don't know if this is the right move, but we not on the inside of the business number shit. They probably got all this data and researchers.
They probably have sponsors lined up too. I doubt they would make this without. They say, okay, you're back us if we get this shit out here. Bet, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I just don't like. What's the point of getting it back if when you make the switch, like 90% of your fan base is gone?
Literally, you know that's the part I don't understand either.
Another thing they was worried about is they were worried about minors being on there, like buying stuff, and also on there selling stuff.
I was low-key thinking about that earlier, because I was like thinking like, there's no way OnlyFans really has a system in place where they can tell or prove, because like if a girl get on there and say they're 20, how are they gonna prove them wrong?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way they got a system.
And we already saw girls, as soon as they hit 18, they started up. Yeah. So you already know it was definitely some little nasty 14, 13-year-olds stealing their mama credit card, going to buy OnlyFans.
Literally. Imagine you look at your card and say OnlyFans. You steal your kid's phone, like
oh God.
I'd be sick.
They said OnlyFans they officially put out their app, and they app allowed no nudity at all.
Wow.
This was like a couple weeks ago, so they were saying that should have been the first warning. That should have been the first one.
There have been rumors for a while that they were gonna do it, because I remember, I think actually on one pod I mentioned something about them saying that they were thinking about it.
Damn.
But they never, like, even when they said it, I was like, yeah, okay. But now, like, nah, they really getting them out of here. I damn near really do feel bad for like the people who was making bread off it, because it's like what do they do now?
They made billions off of them, bro. They made billions off of them. Billions. Like, to put in perspective how much a billion is, like, a billion is 1,000 millions. You know Literally. What I mean? Like, and you've made they said 2-3 billion just mostly off of sex work.
Well, and my thing too is, you gotta think about, what about these girls who bought $200,000 house off OnlyFans? How are they paying their rent now? How are they paying their mortgage now? You know what I mean? Like, shit like that is just, I don't know. It's just kind of fucked up to me, for real, because they're literally just, any company intentionally leaving most of their workers out to dry is fucked up to me. I don't care what your, like, connotation, what your opinion is on sex work. The fact that, like, this huge corporation is just, like, kind of throwing them in the dirt is fucked up.
Yeah, that's
I don't see any way that, like, you can really justify that. Like, and I know it's hella nasty-ass dudes who are just hype. Like, they don't got to see people plugging on Twitter anymore.
Yeah,
like,
it's been a bunch of those.
Clown them.
It's been a bunch of those, time to get a real job.
Literally,
like, come on, bro. You weird. Like, what are you really doing? It was a Fortnite dude that said some shit like that. He tweeted, like, OnlyFans is no longer for porn. You girls got to get a real job now. And they was like, you literally play Fortnite.
Literally.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you play video games for a living and then feel like your living is more righteous than them selling, like, their bodies? Like,
I don't know.
I feel like there's actually damn near more work involved with being a sex worker because you gotta be fit to be on there making bread.
You gotta be fit. You gotta actually deal with the people that you're selling to. Like
literally have cameras.
You in their messages. You gotta have camera quality. You gotta know your angles. It's a bunch of shit.
That's
that
way
go
more
into
than just a
that's
gameplay.
Actually, no, that's actually video production. Like that's actually you're actually producing like something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's way different than a
there,
gameplay. Yeah,
right, and building some shit and shooting. Like okay, you know what I mean?
Literally.
I don't know. Life is crazy.
It's a lot of haters, and like you said, it's sick to me to see how many people are happy about this.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird sickos. Life is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one of the podcasts where we get back into the sickos because we talked about this briefly beforehand, and this is crazy. I don't know how you don't know who these people are, considering that you like anime and you be on any Twitter and this and that. But Heavenly Controller and Long Beach Griffey, these niggas are nuts, literally crazy. Literally crazy. So
whenever we bring up sick motherfuckers on here, it's never like a normal amount of sickness. Like they were really sick. So you
know Afro Sinju, right? I'm trying to figure out like just who you know in this community so I can kind of relate it. Like do you know Lenar?
Yeah, of course.
Lenar, King Vader. He make like those like DBZ videos. Like those real DBZ,
he make
the
My Hero on Twitter, but not like on YouTube.
Like he's in that. Like Heavenly and Long Beach Griffey are in that. Like Berleezy, Lenar, RDC, who else? Lane and Cuisine. You know what I mean? Like they're in that circle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Afro Sinju, like they're in that circle. Black anime content creators, right? So, a couple days ago, it's about a week ago now, but a couple weeks ago, one girl came out and was talking about Heavenly Controller, which is an anime YouTuber. He was already weird, like before this came out, he was already doing weird shit. You know what I mean? He was already like saying weird shit on Twitter, so they already had their eye on him. Like, bro, like it's like a baby situation where it's like the public is waiting to get you out of here, but then you actually fucked up, so now we really have an excuse.
Literally,
it's like that. So
people need to start paying like people to like keep an eye on that, because I feel like from like the person's perspective, like if you had a person, like we can tell it's people waiting on your downfall. Yeah. Like just say watch out.
Yeah,
because look at all these people that like should be taking the hint. Nah,
literally, the fucking but the girl came out about a week ago, and she was like, yeah, I was 18. Oh no, this is another girl. The first girl was talking about how he was trying to get her to come over to his house. She was drunk. She was like super drunk after the club one night, and it was like 5 a.m. or something like that. And he kept like trying to press her to come over. And she was like, no, like I don't, but he kept pressuring her to come over and some more shit, and just being. That's not really the sexual harassment part, but that's just him, an example of him being weird to females.
Exposing that he's weird.
Yeah, like him being a weirdo nigga to females, right?
Anyone who keeps pushing like that is
right. She was saying on top of that, like she was like super drunk, and he was trying to like get her to come over, like dolo, you know what I mean? Like
literally.
Okay. The second girl come out, she said, they follow each other on Twitter. She was excited because he had been a big content creator for like a long time. He had been like a streamer and some more shit, so she was kind of hyped. They follow each other. They talking in DMs, blah, blah, blah. Like, they was trying to figure out if they was going to stream together, this and that. They end up being at, like, some convention together, some con together.
God. This is always where the shit go down.
And so they had linked up at, like, an Airbnb. But there was, like, a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And she had brought some friends, and she said he was mad that she brought people with her. Like, he wanted her to be alone. Like, they was drinking together, and he was, like, pissed. Like, why are they here? You know what I mean? Like, she brought her, like, gay friend and somebody else or something. He was pissed. Like, he wanted her to come alone. So that's the first thing. Then Shorty was 18 at the time, and they was like pressuring her to chug beer and do a bunch of shit and trying to get her drunk. She 18, and then she said she went to the bathroom, and she said even before like they actually met in person, like he was trying to talk to her, but she was like, I have a boyfriend, this and that, but he kept going, and so they was in a little Airbnb party or whatever, and he like grabbed her up against him, like was holding her against his body and like trying to kiss all on her and just doing a bunch of weird shit, you know what I mean? Like being super predatory, like grabbing her and trying to put his lips on her and rub all on her, like just like come on, bro, what are you doing? Like literally, like come on, what are you doing? So, but that was that. I'm not even on the Long Beach Griffey issue yet. This is just Heavenly, right? So he had did all that, pretty much never denied any of it. He got on there and basically damn near admitted. He was like, yeah, there was one time when I remember grabbing her and. I'm like, okay, so you actually...
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so he's out of there. That's the first part. The next day, his friend, I don't know if they best friends or what, but they cool. So Griffey come on the Spaces, which is like the Twitter like Clubhouse thing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, he was like, "Oh, Heavenly doesn't understand social cues. He doesn't understand body language. So we have to hold these women who don't verbally say no accountable." What?
But I thought
Wait.
The whole point was that he had in the past pressured her hella times, and she kept telling him no.
Yeah.
So then she has made it verbal that it's no.
She was saying like she said before he even tried to pull something on her that I'm not on that with you because like I said I got a man and some more shit and I'm
Literally.
18 and you're like 26.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get me drunk and do this and this, like, yeah, bro. The nigga, his friend got on there on Spaces crying. I'm talking about crying tears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, crying. Because his friend caught a sexual assault case.
Damn.
He was like, "Bro, this shit suck, bro. Like, I just know he not like that. And he would never do, he just, y'all gotta understand. Heavenly just don't understand body cues and he don't get body language and you gotta visit." I'm like, bruh, you're not defending your man. You're making him look worse.
Literally.
And you look stupid now. Crying because another man caught what? But here's the thing. He got off the Space the next day and doubled down. Literally on that.
Wait, so did she press charges? Because you said
she didn't press charges, nothing. She just put it on Twitter and let it breathe.
Yeah.
Just let everybody know, like, bro, this nigga weird. And so the next day, his friend Long Beach Griffey got on back on Twitter and doubled down. Like, nah, I don't feel bad for these. He did the quote victims because they're not real victims. He said some shit like that. Like, I feel bad for real victims that actually went through this and that. And I'm never. He said something like I'm never what
apologist or something.
Nah, he said I'm never discrediting victims. But then did that in the whole video.
Literally.
Like, he just did oh my god, bruh. Niggas is weird, bruh.
Well, like, I feel like the whole thing too is like his reaction is making it worse because it's like what happened isn't really even necessarily canceling dude. It's just showing he's weird.
Yeah,
it's just showing the whole public he's weird.
No, they got him out of there for sure. He deserved it. But they was saying that Griffey, you acting like this because you probably guilty too, nigga. You probably got something under your belt too, and it's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah.
He being weird. I'm talking about literally crying tears. He was on video, his lip quivering like. Heavenly would never do that. I know him, bro. He like, okay, you know him, so you probably also know he's weird, but you're probably weird too.
I feel like this all comes down to like just like this idea of being an influencer or a celebrity that you have like some superiority to where like he felt like when he was messaging this girl, like I'm messaging this girl off Twitter, like, oh, she going for sure.
Yeah. Because
I am who I am.
Exactly. And that's why I brought up Afro Sinju. Afro Sinju was like, so Heavenly Controller's real name is Anthony. He was saying like, from what I've seen from him on outside, he never tried to pull a girl as Anthony. He was always Heavenly. Like, he never tried to pick up a girl just as him. He probably thought he was some like super lit streamer and thought he could get any girl he want. You know what I mean? And was just moving like that. But that's not. He was saying he was lame before he became Heavenly. You lame now too. You know what I mean? Like, if you was a lame beforehand, don't get some clout, don't get some Twitch followers, and now, you know.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
And literally,
you got to know who you are. You got to know yourself.
From the perspective of like being a lame too, like, I feel like just from context clues, you should be able to tell, like, if a chick, like, because it damn near does sound like the girl was like, oh, he's famous, like, I'm finna get into these parties and shit, like, I ain't fucking with him.
Bruh.
But you should be able to tell that that's what it is and it's not something else. You know what I mean?
The way
I
Griffey,
keep saying you know what I mean. That's my shit today.
The way Griffey was making it seem, it was like he was making it seem like Heavenly is like autistic almost. Like he is like he got Asperger's. Like he can't pick up on no social cues. He's like, he doesn't understand social cues. I'm like,
why is it always excuses just like that for shit like this too?
Bro, literally. I'm like, you might not understand body language, but you understand a girl telling you I have a boyfriend. You understand her telling you get the fuck off of me.
Literally, like,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The crazy thing is, another girl came out about one of their other friends. So this whole 3-man group is weird as fuck.
They just getting. That's not good for the whole like anime community. I feel like damn near.
That was about to be my second point. I'm surprised you didn't know.
They already have that impression of like the anime.
But these people they was at DreamCon. You know what I mean? Like they in that whole group. They was at DreamCon. They was all like DreamCon, all on stage. Like Griffey, Heavenly, RDC. Who else? Caleb City, Lean, like
yeah, I know who Caleb.
All
is.
these people, these are all like the black anime like content, the big content creators, right? And so they were all like DreamCon. My thing is, what does RDC do now? You know Dante too, right? Like I'm Dante. Like they in that group. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out what does RDC do now when DreamCon 2022 roll around and it's like, well, do we invite Heavenly or no? Do we invite Griffey or no? Do we invite so and so or no? Because even if we don't know if they did this shit or not, but the stigma is that these niggas is weird. So if we align with them, then it's like, how does that look on us? But at the same time, they still have a big fan base. And if you're bringing out the anime fan base, like leaving out some of the biggest content creators in the space is kind of like, damn.
I mean, do you think that they're like really canceled, like they're done?
I don't think Heavenly is done because he didn't like. I don't think Heavenly is done because his fan base was mostly incels anyway. I swear on everything. And you think I'm joking, but if I can find a screenshot, I'm gonna put it right here. They was actually this is true. They was in his live stream. He went like the night that the allegation dropped. He went on live. They was in the comments like, bro, this is just your antagonist arc. You gonna get through it. They was like, bro, this is like your villain arc. You're like the protagonist. That's what his fans was saying.
That's why
that's nuts, bro. The sexual assault arc is crazy. Having a sexual assault arc is nuts.
That's why I was saying like it's just this whole situation is kind of weird because I feel like it is kind of like what you said. The second dude was saying that like I don't feel like he did enough to get mainstream canceled. Like I feel like it's more just like we all know you're weird. But like you said, that just means like the people who support him are gonna just stay with him.
Yeah, because they don't give a fuck. They was in the comments asking like, "Oh, where's the next video? I don't care about this." Like, they don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The no Abby, and okay, we gotta stop playing their anime Abbies. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm an anime Abby, and y'all be. But some of them be making me look so bad.
Literally.
Making me look so bad.
I hate that shit too, cause then sometimes on Twitter they be like, "You ain't got yourself as an Abby, you a bitch for real." But like I've had myself as both and the anime one, and like it really don't make a difference. I'd rather have the anime one down there. Like,
like
just because I be talking so reckless on Twitter, like I don't get on. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Somebody find your face, find your IP, and now they on your door.
Nah.
Damn.
I feel like the thing with Twitter is like you putting yourself as your Abby is just more fuel to get roasted if you get in a fight with somebody. Like
yeah, literally.
Like
they just gonna post.
I've done that shit before.
They post your Abby like this. You
literally. I've gotten in Twitter arguments. I see your Abby, you ugly as hell. I'm finna say some shit.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
But
now, but see the thing is now on Twitter they go through your whole media.
Literally.
Yeah, it was one dude. This is funny to me. This one dude he had posted a tweet about like something about not liking fat women or something like that. But they literally found a picture of him and his mom. It was like, but your mom is fat.
Wow.
Like, it's really ruthless, bro.
That's
Shit is crazy. Speaking of ruthless, this new Vegeta form. He said it's straight ego.
Ultra ego?
Ultra ego.
That's a crazy title.
I don't know if I like that name. I don't know if I like that name.
That's fucking trash, bruh.
Let's give some context. So, Dragon Ball, if you're an anime fan, you know what Dragon Ball is. But the Dragon Ball Super manga right now, in the manga currently we have Vegeta, which is my favorite character, getting a new form. It's supposed to be like the
God of Destruction form.
I was gonna say it's like the foil or the antithesis to
Ultra Instinct.
To Ultra Instinct, right? Yeah. So Goku, who's the main character, has a form called Ultra Instinct where he doesn't even have to like think. His body just moves on its own, reacts on its own.
It's based off of like angels, yeah.
Right. It's supposed to be like the like using your body in its peak form. You know what I mean? Like complete mastery of yourself to where you don't even have to think. Your body just reacts. You know what I mean? To any threat. So obviously Vegeta being pretty much the main character 1A. They give him a form. It's the God of Destruction form. But if you don't know Vegeta character, his whole thing is I'm an asshole and I talk shit and that's it, right? So
pride, saying pride,
right.
Shit.
Ego, right? His whole thing is ego. So his power is ultra ego. So where the more damage he takes, the more like fired up he gets in the fight, the stronger he gets, and it's apparently boundless, unlimited. You know what I mean? So that's the thing with this. So we got that. They introduced it the chapter before the one we're about to talk about. So I think this chapter was 75.
Yeah, 74.
Right. So 74 they showed it. 75 we actually get to see it in action mostly. For what it's worth, you thought the chapter was mid. I didn't think the chapter was bad. I thought the fight sequences, I think Toro does pretty good, like but drawing those. Like I think that the panels look pretty good. I think it flowed pretty nice. I just feel like I feel like it's the story mostly, bro. Like
yes,
I don't think it's the art or anything like that. Like the art is good. Like I don't even mind Vegeta getting a new form.
Yeah, it's not
you know
that
what I mean?
either.
It's just like predictable.
I've been telling you this whole Granolah shit ever since it started has been set up to be mid from the start, bruh. When the villain himself, like his story is trash, like his motivation is, you know what I mean, like
it's
flimsy.
shaky.
Like I knew from then on out, like it was always going to be weird and goofy. And for Vegeta to get a new form, like, and then he didn't lose to Granolah. First of all, they trolled us by releasing that panel.
Yeah.
They garnished hype for this chapter by trying to act like Vegeta lost. He didn't really lose, but the fact that Vegeta's whooping his ass the whole time, and then Granola's just like new power up, puts him on the ground. You know what I mean? Like this is still off of. I can't emphasize this enough. 2 Dragon Balls found in one day made him the strongest in the universe, where he's working Goku and Vegeta. Like that is,
damn.
I will never like that is so crazy nuts. Like if you told me that shit before Super started, that we would get to this point, I'd be like, I don't know if we should even be continuing if we get to that point.
Them
like,
are cool.
Like it's just ridiculous.
The thing is, like, so let's rehash that. He didn't get beat, right?
No.
But this is his first time using this form in a fight, so I'm assuming that there's kind of like a learning curve type thing. Like this is his first actual like fight, life or death fight using this like form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was saying how he took too much damage, so maybe he don't know how to regulate it. They were also saying that this is like the UI like Omen form, because you know how Goku got the Omen form, which is like the unmastered, and he has the master UI. So they were saying this is like his like Omen form. So this is not even his fully like, you know, powered up form.
Yeah.
Right? So they were saying that. And they were also saying that he still has a sensu bean, so he probably is gonna get rebooted up and continue to fight. I feel like that wouldn't be bad, but I'm just saying, like, I think the most egregious part in all this is that Granolah power up, where it's basically like Granola's whole thing is he's like a sniper type guy. Like everybody in his race has one eye that's like super powered up, and he can see for miles and miles and miles, and his aim is impeccable. And he had one.
See, like kind of like Neji, where you can like almost see like chakra points. Like,
he
knows like vital points.
Right. He can see a bunch of shit. And the whole time he's been a character, he's only had one. But then suddenly in this fight, he has 2.
Yeah.
No explanation, no nothing. He just powered up and got 2 eyes. Like, okay.
Literally.
And so he like negated this like big ki blast, and Vegeta ended up on the ground. That's how the chapter ends. But it's like, he didn't really lose, nor did Granolah really win. They just gifted Granolah a power up, and it's like, okay, let's see what goes from here.
I just feel like Super has just exposed the fact that like Dragon Ball has too many like scapegoat shit. Like the Dragon Balls themselves are scapegoat shit. Nobody really can die for real.
Yeah.
Sensu beans. You're never down in a fight as long as you just got a bean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that I feel like has ended up digging themselves in a hole, because it's like you said, like now it's just like, you can just pop a sensu bean. He's cool.
And they retcon so much shit too.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like the writing is, in Broly they retcon the fact that they retcon a bunch of shit. Number one, they retcon that Goku didn't get sent like by his mom and dad in a pod. Like that wasn't how it originally went. You know what I mean? Like the original story was that like he was gone already when it got destroyed.
Oh yeah, that's
you know what
true.
I mean? But they changed it in Broly to where he got sent off.
Some Superman type shit, yeah.
Right. Like they retcon shit like actively all the time, like as the story goes. They also did that in a couple chapters ago, where remember Goku was like, "Yeah, I'll fight you and master UI, but I only got a couple minutes." Like that's not how UI works.
Yeah, they never said that before. That it was.
That's not how UI works. You know what I mean? So like the writing has just like been sloppy.
It really
sloppy.
has.
It's
for
been
a long time.
Sloppy is a good word. It's been really sloppy lately.
One thing I will say,
I don't know, man.
The forms themselves, I think, are honestly probably the best thing to come out of Super.
Bro, UI is hard
Because, well,
but they dug themselves in a hole. Because where do you go from UI?
So my point is that for these two, Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct, to be the final forms would make sense and actually be some of the best writing of the series. Because if you think about it, UI is at its best when Goku isn't thinking. Goku's whole character is he don't think about shit. He just want to fight. So that embodies him. That's the perfect final form for him. Same thing with Vegeta. His whole shit is the more he wants to fight, the stronger he's going to be. His willpower, his, what is it called?
Ego.
Yeah, his ego. So the fact that the more he wants to fight, the more proud he is, the more egotistical he is, the stronger he is. You know what I mean? It's like the perfect form for both of them. It's like a completion to their character and their power. But besides for that, it's like, I don't know, the Moro arc I feel like was good. This Granolah arc I feel like is right back to like some Goku Black type shit.
I thought Moro was good until they hold Vegeta, which goes back to predictability. But the thing in Moro is they took the unpredictable route, but still made it predictable. So they hold Vegeta, gave Goku the dub, but just gave him a Susanoo, which is like you haven't seen that yet in Naruto, I don't think.
No.
But they gave Goku just like a new move. He just got big.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard anything about it since then. Like,
yeah,
they just kind of gave him a new move and was like, okay, Goku won.
Well,
but you know what I mean?
Speaking of predictability,
what are we doing?
As soon as you said that, some shit just popped in my head. I saw this shit on Twitter before this chapter dropped, by the way, and it was like every single time Vegeta started beating a villain, they get a power up afterwards. Think about Moro.
Oh my God.
He turned into the perfect Moro form. Literally. That. And then I didn't even think about the fact that literally this chapter ended.
Yes.
With Granolah getting a power up.
I told you, bro.
Think about this. Think about how long Dragon Ball has been around. Every single time Vegeta has been beating a villain, every single time.
Cell.
There is Frieza.
Boo.
Cell. Boo.
Literally everybody.
Goku Black.
even fucking
Moro.
Even Zarbon. He was beating Zarbon ass, and then Zarbon turned into like an 8-foot monster. Like, what the fuck?
So, like you said with the predictability, it's the same shit every time. And we've been asking for Vegeta to get a dub for how long? I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I think it's Toei, bro. It has to be.
Yeah?
I think it's Toei, bro.
Toriyama?
Toei. I think it's Toei. Like, the actual, like...
Company?
I
think it's Toriyama, bro. I feel like they
probably both hate.
If you've noticed, Toriyama don't really develop his characters much. Goku is a flat character. Goku has not changed since the first episode of the original Dragon Ball. That is still who Goku is.
Yes.
So I think his whole shit with Vegeta is, which it's just annoying because in Dragon Ball Z alone, you saw Vegeta develop. He was different by the end than he was at the beginning. But now Super, this whole time...
But he's still getting the same treatment, though.
This Super...
I think the reason why... I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm sorry. I think the main thing was, like, Vegeta's, like, the super prideful, like, egotistical character, so we got to knock him down a peg and let him get beat, right? But he's over that now.
And he gets beat every single time. I don't think he's ever going to let Vegeta get it up, bro. I saw people saying what they're going to try to end this fucking fight with is, like, them fighting together like an angel and a god of destruction.
That's
and
so,
it's like,
that's so
but
egregious.
how many times do we have to see them two fight together?
We're exactly.
Past that. Like,
they are, bruh, they get their ass beat. We both can't beat them. Fuse. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bruh.
Which... Thinking about this new form, we haven't seen them fuse since Ultra Instinct. Like, now they both got new forms. The fuck is a fusion gonna look like now? Like,
fused, Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct, Vegeta is nuts.
Literally. Like,
that's nuts.
And that's what
How
I mean.
Strong is that
fusion
character?
Is another scapegoat because now
exactly.
they fight somebody that strong. If these two fuse at this point, who are they gonna... They could probably take on fucking Whis at this point fuse. Like, you know what I mean?
Damn
like,
near. This shit is just crazy,
the power
bro.
scaling, the writing, they've just dug themselves in a hole. And the more I hear about the movie too, I'm just like, Super as a franchise is like.
Thank you for bringing that up because we were just about to get into it. So let's see. They said that. So, well, can I speak English? Let me restart. So, somebody got an interview with one of the chief V-Jump directors. He's talking about the Dragon Ball Super Hero movie. They say, let's see. So they were asking about just like how the movie is like. You know, like
I read this whole shit, so I know what you're talking about.
What kind of movie is this gonna be? Like, you know, what can we expect? He says, so this one will be totally different from Broly. That's the interviewer asking question. He says, it'll have different appeals from the fierce intensity of the last film. This time, it's slice of life story filled with vibrant colors of Toriyama's world. However, you can't entirely lose the intensity. Will feature and look, he pissed already.
Just like, bro.
Okay, so he says this time it's a slice of life story filled with the vibrant colors of Toriyama's world. However, you can't entirely lose the intensity. It'll feature a fresh mix of new elements and what Dragon Ball is famous for. Not finished yet, but confident it'll be a great film. Wow. Slice of life.
I mean, what is there to say about that?
Dragon Ball slice of life.
The Gohan rumors, I feel like that right there was just like, okay, this is a Gohan movie. Watch this end up being like some shit like they have it take place while Goku and Vegeta are fighting Granolah, and it's like, because remember, didn't they say it's going to be an unexpected character, and a lot of people say Cooler. Like, watch Cooler come back, not even that much stronger, and fucking Gohan be like in the Saiyaman suit, like... That's fun to be the movie. Too. Like, you know what I mean?
I heard some about... I think I saw Geekdom put up a video talking about it might be Jiren. Jiren might be in it.
That would be hard. If it was about Jiren, that would be hard.
Would it?
That would be
Is Jiren a good character? Let's break that down. Let's break that down first. Is Jiren a good character?
Jiren got a super generic backstory.
What is his personality? He's stoic. That's literally it.
Literally. He lost everybody as a kid, so he decided he was going to be the strongest. You know what I mean? Like,
and he doesn't even have a unique power. He literally just got muscles.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't actually have, like, a power. He's just strong.
Yeah, literally. So it's like, if Jiren is going to be the character of this movie, which I doubt, but
I still think
I don't doubt that he might be in it, considering he is. It's called Super Hero, and he's part of the Peace Corps or some shit like that. So, I mean.
I just think the potential for Jiren is still higher than the potential if it's just Gohan. I don't know.
Damn, you hating crazy. Oh, Gohan.
I personally, my thing is, but this is like what you said, is this series loves to backtrack on shit. Ever since Resurrection F, Gohan has been like a dead and useless character in this show. Let's just keep it a buck. Ever since Frieza pulled up and he was like, oh wait, I can't go Super Saiyan no more. You threw away the whole character we all ever cared about. Like, at that point, he was done. Like, at that point, Gohan has been, like, literally the same as dead in this universe.
Damn.
Yeah, so if we're going to focus on him.
He's been useless. He fought in the TOP. He fought Dispo. He beat Dispo, and he fought somebody else, I think. But I think, basically, they're saying his mystic form is basically, like, you know, all he needs. Which is kind of trash.
Yet another form that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, literally. He's like, we're going to give you the sword. You got a new form. What? Like, literally. Okay.
It's just sad to see that, like, obviously Dragon Ball Z is the classic, like, part of this whole franchise. I feel like
I could argue Dragon Ball. I could argue Part 1 and Z are both classic.
The thing is even in just tandem. Analyzing Z by itself, like, by the end, like, we see characters grow. Like, Gohan and Vegeta are two of the characters who have grown the most. And now, ever since, it's like...
And for what it's worth...
You know what I mean?
And for what it's worth...
I gotta stop saying that shit, bro. I probably... The count this episode on that is gonna be, like,
but for
150.
For what it's worth, you could really see some spotty writing in Z if we really want to talk about it completely 100%.
Yeah.
Like, you could see, early eggs being, you know, laid. Like, okay, like, what are we doing? Like, turn them into chocolate, now they inside the boo. Like, okay. You know, like... Okay,
yeah.
Okay. You know? It's just one of those things where it's like...
That was the earliest instance of them robbing somebody from a win that didn't, like,
improve the series. And that's another thing, like... A lot of people have always had Dragon Ball, like, criticisms about writing. Whether it be pacing or just, like, random power-ups, you know what I mean? Like, it being super tropey, even though it invented those tropes, but it's like you invented those tropes, but you didn't do anything after that.
Upon them,
right? You know what I mean? So it's like Dragon Ball Bacon getting flack for that, and they haven't really shown anything outside of that.
If I have any hopes for this movie, and I think this is a lot of people's hope at this point, I'm just kind of past the Vegeta Goku phase of Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
I think it's time, and people were upset that they have never really embraced like Trunks and Goten and Pan and Oob. Like these people have never. Trunks and Goten are still kids. Like
yeah, literally.
Like,
but in this movie, Pan is a little bit older, so I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Damn. I think that is literally hilarious, though. How like all this time, Trunks and Trunks and Goten have been literally toddlers.
And they get no development or any arcs of their own or anything. Like they're just there as kids. Like,
hey, they damn near comedic relief with Pilaf in them.
Yeah, they
like,
don't even do shit. Like think about like we watch Gohan literally get every single form. Like do all this shit. Like
literally,
I don't even know what their highest form is because we haven't seen them do shit since. Have they actually fought a villain since Boo? I don't think they have, bruh. I don't think they have actually fought a villain since Blue. No. Which is really crazy.
Yeah, they have it. I guess their strongest form is what?
Gotenks?
Yeah, Gotenks SSJ3.
We had Ultra Ego and never mind. You see the point.
Yeah, but once again, I don't even like the name Ultra Ego. Like I feel like they could have did something a little bit. I don't know. You know.
This is what I mean when I say that Toriyama doesn't fuck with Vegeta for real. If he fucked with Vegeta, like I feel like him naming it Ultra Ego is almost like a meme in itself. Like yeah, it's like once again like saying that's all Vegeta is ego.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of gave him the here, whatever, take that. You know, he gave him the here.
Vegeta whatever. Fans been getting pissed, so we just Oh
my god,
we get to see him beat Granolah down for 3/4 of a chapter, and we'll see what happens after.
This shit is crazy, bro. So,
it's not a good time to be a Dragon Ball fan, basically.
Yeah.
We're not eating.
Yeah, we're not really eating like that. Yeah, we're not really eating like that. Jujutsu Kaisen fans eat. No, that new chapter dropped today. Did you read it?
Yeah.
I didn't read it, though.
It's more set up.
No cap? More set up. I think I saw a couple panels of Shikari fighting.
Him and Itadori threw a couple hits, and then it was really just more set up. Like, okay.
So we still got a couple chapters for you.
Literally, the chapter ends with like Megami still talking to that one chick. Like we gotta get closer to her. Like,
oh wow.
You know what I mean? Like, it's literally nothing happened.
Okay, so we got.
It kind of sucks reading manga week to week because really it do be so many chapters.
No, it sucks reading it month to fucking month.
Happen.
It's like reading month to month. Yeah. Like being a Dragon Ball fan, that's what I'm saying. Month to month, the chapter drop, and it's this like okay. So I gotta wait another month to see if it might be okay. Like
that's true.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of month, I tried to reach too hard on that segue. I'm not gonna. I tried to reach too hard on that segue.
You've been trying to get every segue.
I tried to reach. All right. That's the end of our little anime segment. So I think we about to hop into some quick NBA stuff.
Always got to say quick when it comes to NBA because that be the shit we always spend the longest on.
Exactly. KD and Draymond. Draymond Green and Kevin Durant for people that don't watch sports like that. They did an interview. They used to play on the same team. Now they don't, you know, so they did a tell-all interview, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And the main thing I wanted to talk about is they talked about that argument. You know what I'm talking about, that argument, that Clippers game argument.
The classic one, the famous one, yeah.
Right. So they talked about that, and they were pretty much saying, like, we could have got over that, but the front office fucked it up bad. That's what they were saying. Yeah. They were saying how KD said he wasn't really as pissed about the argument like that, and that they could have just went into the locker room and hashed it out, and that be that. Mm-hmm. But the way that the front office handled it, so like they tried to like suspend Draymond, and they tried to like make him apologize, and like they inserted themselves in a player issue when it could have just been dealt with the players. But now you're here trying to like mitigate it, and it's like you're doing too much. That was basically their take on that whole argument thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't really think they answered if that really drove KD to leave. I think really in the back of his mind it kind of did.
Yeah. See, I haven't watched it. That was kind of what I was hoping they would get at. Yeah. So, damn.
They didn't really touch on that. They kind of glossed over that, went to something else. But they pretty much placed the blame on that, like festering like that, on the front office.
What a lot of people said, just like from the outside, was that like KD always kind of felt like an outsider. That like they always kind of treated him as like, oh, you came and joined us, which he did.
He did.
But
which he also
he probably
also
would still be there if it wasn't like that.
He said he would join the Warriors a million times if he had a chance.
Yeah.
So like he don't feel bad about joining him. He don't feel nothing like that. Which
I mean, he won 2 chips, like
almost 3.
If he wouldn't have gotten hurt, would have won 3. Yeah, what is there to feel bad about?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, literally. I feel him though, but also NBA. Did you see that they released the NBA best player vote thing
from like executives and people in the league?
So some NBA executives, I feel like they do this every year, but they
do.
They vote on who they think the best player coming up in the season is going to be. And so this season, KD got 2 votes, Giannis got 2 votes, and LeBron got none. And he was pissed.
He literally was mad.
He was mad. He was like, "All right, as if I didn't need any more fuel. I'm washed."
#Wash King.
Wash King. Hey, bro.
This is I feel like emblematic of like the whole LeBron fan base.
This
like,
is why, bro. He's hilarious.
Not being number 1 isn't the end of the world. Like LeBron, just because they didn't say you're the number 1 doesn't mean you're washed. Like being number 1 and being washed are 2 completely like end of spectrum things. Like
he just saying he the Wash King because like they was calling him washed. They saying LeBron old and this and that, but I mean, and LeBron was hurt last year, so we gotta see what he come back. We 37 inch. We gotta see what he look like coming back. He still might be that nigga. LeBron is always gonna be cold, but I'm saying he might come back in that form.
It's not like no one's saying LeBron's not top 5 or top 10.
Yeah, no,
just saying
you'd be nuts.
He's not one. Like Giannis and KD, I feel like are the obvious top 2.
Giannis just came off a ring, averaging 35 or something like that, putting up 50, 50, 40 or 40, 40, 50 or something like that.
Exactly.
And KD was 1 shot away from being in the finals.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So it's like
you got bounced in the first round.
I feel like there's no reason for LeBron to be like really upset about that. I do think it's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
He is like getting motivated by it. Like it's personal hate towards him. Like
I took that personally. Yeah, that shit is pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
He took the hate personally, but I mean he don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
LeBron's like LeBron. Like I said, they do this every year, and I feel like he tweet this every year. Like, all right, I'm gonna show you guys this year. Like LeBron, you're what do you have to prove?
LeBron could retire tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? LeBron
could have retired 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah,
and still would have been, in my opinion, the GOAT. But you know, some people, whatever.
That's a super crazy take, damn near.
What you mean?
If he retired without the Lakers ring, he's still the GOAT to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just kind of crazy, but
I mean, it could be crazy, but I mean, LeBron is crazy. I mean, I don't want to get on my Shannon Sharp shit, but who have we seen like LeBron? You know, I mean, you know, life is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna indulge you. We said quick NBA shit. I'm not even gonna.
They was on Twitter talking about if Larry Bird was in this generation, he averaged 30, 10, and 10. He'd be better than KD.
I think Larry Bird would be on some like Luka type shit.
They said he'd be colder than Luka, which I probably think he would, because Larry was like that. Larry was cold. Yeah, Larry was cold.
The type of shit he used to talk apparently was crazy too.
Yeah, but he's actually like his play style, his archetype, like he's a tall
fits. Yeah,
he's a tall wing that can ball handle, pass, shoot, like
step back threes, like
you know what I mean, like shoot, like like he fits perfectly in his game. So. Mm-hmm. Especially now, since it's a more offensive-oriented game, I think he will be.
You don't have to be a good defender really anymore.
But he was.
If you think about it, most players in the league nowadays, like good players, are not like even. How many
of the top 5 players or top 10 are like defensive like savants? Really.
Kawhi,
Giannis is pretty good.
Yeah, Giannis is pretty good.
Who else? AD. Joel, when you feel like it.
Joel.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Russ, maybe, kinda. No.
I mean, Russ ain't scratching no top 10 nowadays. So.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's no.
Unless
way.
you put him literally at 10.
Even still, it's no way.
Yeah, but I mean, like Harden is not that great defensively. Dame is not. Steph is not. Luka is not. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like Trey. Oh, come on now.
Like these dudes are not.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to be though. Is the point? Like
right.
even LeBron nowadays, like, you don't have to be like an elite defender. Like,
And
you don't
LeBron,
even have to be a mediocre
right.
defender.
And LeBron
honestly.
is old at that. And LeBron turned it on like for like 5-6 plays, and then he's like, okay, I'm done for now.
I would say Jimmy is up there too defensively.
When Jimmy really, he's not top 10 though. But yeah,
no, he's not top 10. But I'm saying when Jimmy really set the Bucks,
as in a star, that's two-way.
Yeah.
He's
Paul George, but I wouldn't
put him top 10. I put him top 15.
No, I wouldn't put him top 10. I'm just saying in terms of both
two ways. Yeah.
I damn near trust him more defensively, but that could be slight slander.
Yeah, because I feel like it's kind of harder to be off defensively versus off offensively. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's harder to come out and just be getting baked all night, like on the pick and roll or something like that. Or like you can't stay in front of this guy. Like you're gonna come across that way less than you come out and you can't hit a shot.
Yeah.
We've seen bro do that a couple times. I haven't seen him just get bodied like in the ISO. You know, it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just different.
I agree. Real quick, just thinking about the Clippers, I just thought about this and I wanted to touch on it real quick. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Like, are the Clippers going to do anything? And they never did anything.
Yeah, they didn't.
They re-signed Kawhi.
No. They did do something.
What did they do?
They traded Eric Bledsoe. Oh, no. They got Eric Bledsoe. And they traded
Pat Bev.
And 2 other players. They traded 3 people.
For Bledsoe.
On God.
So they actually got worse.
They traded 3 players for Bledsoe. I don't remember which 3 players. And it's probably something like obvious. But they traded 3 players, including Pat Bev, for Bledsoe. Deadass.
All I know is that thinking about like this coming season, like the spacing, like Bledsoe, PG, Morris, like
oh my God.
Who else? I don't know.
Who was they center?
Zubac,
Zubac.
Batum, like I don't know.
Oh my God.
The Clippers are really tripping, and it's really funny to see that like if they would have did shit right, like they could have been contenders these last couple years.
No Kawhi.
They either. Still like I don't know.
Yeah, bro. They saying Clay might come back Christmas Day.
Dang, I didn't even know. I thought he would be back by the time the season started for real.
Nah, they saying Christmas Day. Well, hypothetically, I feel like he probably could, but they want to get him back to where he's like, you're actually like game speed ready to play.
Yeah.
Because after Christmas is really when the season starts, if you want to be completely honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at least after like All-Star break, shit like that. You know what I mean? But what else? Sticking on sports. You already know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Shikari Richardson, we talked about her a couple podcasts ago, but she's the like viral sprinter girl that went, blew up on the internet however long ago for racing in the hair and nails, and she's a pretty girl. She fast as fuck too, obviously. We talk about her, but she obviously, as you know, she got banned from the Olympics for smoking and some old shit. So they had like this, I don't know why exactly they was racing. I don't know why they had a random race, but there's some like event where they raced. It
was a race, yeah.
All the Olympics girls raced. The girls that end up winning the Olympics are from Jamaica. All 3 of the girls that I think they got 1, 2, and 3. It was all in this race.
Yeah.
They raced. She literally got last place.
And the thing is if you watch a video, like, she got smoked. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't like she just got last, like, but she was with him. Like, no.
Yeah.
She was never, basically, from the time the race started, was never really with the pack for real.
Yeah, it wasn't a good
It was a bad look. Yeah.
It was a bad look. Especially considering we got the damn Beats commercial, the Nike sponsorship.
Her afterwards, like, this just one race, it don't mean nothing. Like,
that was live, though. I fuck with that.
I mean, that's what she has to say, but it's like
no, she don't have to say that. She could have got up there and said, "Hey, this wasn't my night. They had a good race. Congratulations to them," and got off or something like that.
I guess
she got right back up here talking her shit, and honestly, I like that energy. I like that. That she got up there, regardless. Well, it was a couple interviews I saw. So the first one, which was like right after the right after the race, she got destroyed. Like if I could put the video right here, I will, but. She got smoked.
Not good.
She got smoked, right? Which, everybody has a bad day, but she got right back on the interview like, yeah, talk all the shit you want. I'm coming back. I'm getting back in line. I'm going to come back stronger than ever. I'm going to remind y'all while I'm this and this. I'm the 6th fastest woman in the world no matter what. This and that. And like I say, honestly, I like it. Later, she went back and she was like, that was just a heat in the moment interview. Like, I was passionate, blah, blah, blah. She was like, congratulations to the girls. Like, I'm a fan of women, like, everywhere, so I'm happy. I hope they stay successful forever. But, like, you know, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay, and I'm going to show y'all why. I'm going to get back in the lab and work on my shit, and I'm going to come back and show y'all why I'm lit like that, you know? Yeah. That's basically what her second take was.
I just thought it was funny because it was, like, damn near an indictment of how bad she lost. You know what I mean?
She got, like, she did.
You get on there, like, when you get on there being defensive, like, off rip, that just show that, like, you know it was bad. Like, I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look.
We were rooting for her heavy too. Like,
of
it's
course,
just
I'm still rooting for her.
Afterwards, like, it's just kind of funny that, like,
a lot of people was rooting for her to lose. A lot of people was rooting for her to lose. That's just true.
She lost.
Like people just don't like when you're like overtly like confident, like no matter what. Like even in a loss, if you can come out and say, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, I'm lit regardless, so I'm gonna show y'all later. Like, they hate that. They hate that. They want you to be sad and hate yourself after a loss and go slit your wrist. They want that to be a 13th reason. But if you get up there and say, fuck that, I'm lit regardless, I don't care what you're talking about, they going to be mad. You know what I mean? People always rooting for her to lose, but it is what it is. They said in the next Olympics, they're going to be racing the Tesla robots.
That was a good one. I can't lie.
Hey, nah, I'm lying. But the Tesla robots are real. Yeah. The Tesla robots are real. So Elon, well, I don't think he said this, but Tesla, like the company, put out like a picture of like the Tesla robot, which is just like, they said it's 5'8", 125 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's a robot. They didn't say what it does or why it exists.
They said it does, what they say, some kind of task. I remember the word task. Some before. It does something tasks. Probably, like, you can just have it do simple shit. Like,
that's stupid.
But my thing is, you seen the movie iRobot, right?
Of course, that's a classic.
I watched that shit too much growing up, bro. Seeing some shit like this was like creepy to me. Like, I'm cool on that shit walking around my crib.
Literally,
like,
I'm literally cool on that. I just don't.
Hell no.
Nah,
if I even saw one of them shits walking around in general anywhere, I'm like, I don't know. They said, because you saw how the head was like black. Yeah. They said it's gonna be like a screen and it's gonna like say shit and like communicate. Like,
that's
cool.
Yeah.
I am cool. It looked too like the design and shit looked too much like iRobot too. Like, I'm cool.
It's literally a humanoid robot. It's this big, got the arms and all the head. Like, it's literally creepy as fuck, bro. Yeah. It's literally creepy. I just don't get why though. Like, and I feel like this is the expected response, because I didn't see anybody like, yes, finally the Tesla robot's dropping. I saw everybody like, why the fuck is this out? Why?
Literally.
Why? Like, we don't want this.
Anybody wants that.
Nobody wants this. So I don't get why. Like, I feel like Tesla should have been able to predict, like, bruh, if we drop this shit, they gonna kill us. You know what I mean?
I guess. Tesla, obviously, well, at the end of the day, Elon Musk is going to do whatever the fuck he wants regardless. Yeah. We've seen that.
And on top of that, people are going to buy this.
People are going to buy this. Rich people are going to be the ones to buy it.
Yeah.
If you tell a rich person you can buy this robot and it'll sweep your floor, do the dishes or some shit, and they're with it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you got bread to spend and you're like, oh, shit, like, I can buy, instead of paying a maid, I can buy this robot one time and do it. Like,
I'd rather pay the maid.
Me too.
On God, I'd rather pay the maid. Because I feel like if the robot don't do the job right, I can't tell the robot, bro, you fucked up. Go do that over.
This could be like a cold take for like distant future, but like even if this shit became a norm, I'm gonna be the type person. I'm gonna be the one person not having that shit. Like, I'm cool. Like,
I'm cool on a robot.
It's no way I'm trusting a robot, bro.
Now, if they made a robot dog or something, that's different. But even still, that's weird. Just having a robot that a company built in your house that's like supposed to be sentient and moving around and walking around. Literally. Like, it's already bad enough having Alexa. If we really want to talk about it. Having Alexa and Google Home and this shit is already bad enough. They already listen to you, watching you. They know where you at all times, all of that. But the robot is like, you know what I mean?
That's next level. Like,
it reminded me of Detroit. You remember that game?
Nah.
Detroit Become a Human?
Nah, I don't remember that. I definitely never played that.
That's crazy. It's this game about like Detroit in the future. And they have these humanoid robots.
I damn near think I remember like seeing. I might have saw like Dashy play that.
Yeah, he played it. But they had like these humanoid robots, and like, you know, it's a robot. It's a robot game. So obviously, you know, it was some bad robots. It was some good robots. But like, the robots was tweaking. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was one scene where it was a robot walking through like the town or whatever, and they just started beating his ass. Like they was bullying the robot. they like punched them and kicked them down. He was like, ow, 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 ow. You know what I mean? Like they stumping him out. But it's like it's a robot, so I can see why they would like if you're in this community and you just see robots walk with your shit, you're gonna be like, no, this is not this is not the place to do. Get this robot the fuck out of here. No. You know what I mean?
Get out of here.
Get this robot out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Nah, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel him on that tip. Like this is just not the wave. But I feel like eventually, no matter what, it's going to become that. Just because the evolution of technology is fast and it's never ending. And as long as the world is here, as long as we live in this society, like technology is always going to push forward, no matter what.
I also feel like our impression of the future in the past, like, still kind of shapes our future.
Yeah.
Like back in the 80s, motherfuckers thought it was going to be robots and flying cars, and what are we working towards still? Robots and flying cars. Like,
exactly.
Do we really need either of them things? could we use that energy towards other shit we need? Yeah.
Maybe flying cars would be good.
Flying cars would be kind of turn, I guess. But
I don't know the practical use for that. But
before that, we might as well get cars electric before we get them hoes in the air.
Right.
Like,
Let's make sure we can even have an Earth before we figure out how to make shit fly.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? This shit is crazy. That's another thing. As technology progresses, it's like the materials and the minerals and what's the word? What am I talking?
I know what you're trying to think of.
What's the word am I looking?
Non-renewable resources.
Oh, resources. Right. Like the resources is only getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're taking hella metal and shit off the ground to build a 5'8" robot, like, okay, you're using this here. That means somewhere else is lacking it, but we don't know what that is. And I'm pretty sure it's some like structural shit or like something that everybody needs. Because this robot shit, it's not cheap to make. You know what I mean? It's not an inexpensive venture. You know what I mean? Like it's a fucking robot.
It's like when you really look at Elon Musk, it's like everything he do is either useless or like really helpful. Like he made PayPal. Useless but extravagant to where you would just like spend bands on it like the fucking what's that shit? The flamethrower.
Right, the flamethrower.
Going to Mars, like...
Right, like, you just doing shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like Teslas are
just
great.
Doing shit. Exactly.
Teslas are great. PayPal is great. Like, PayPal shaped the way that money works now.
Literally.
Like, but these robots going to Mars, flamethrowers, the fuck are you on, Elon?
Man, what are you doing,
You see where he lived, too? Did you see that came out a couple weeks ago?
No.
He lived in, like, a trailer, bruh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like this tiny-ass little trailer, like, in Texas or some shit. Like,
Texas? He looked like he lived in Texas. I believe it.
But, like... When you're Elon Musk, you're literally a billionaire. Like, you got this tiny little shitty little, like, trailer. Like, the fuck? Like, what is he even doing with all his bread? Like,
bro, that's what I'm saying. I just can't comprehend, like, being breaded up like that. Because do you open your phone and open your bank app and it say 400 million right there? Like, that number can appear in a like, how? Like, I just don't get it. Is his money, like, he can't see his money. Like, can he? Like, he can't just go and see, like, okay, I got $1 million in the bank. Obviously, most of the net worth is, like, what you have, like, in stocks, homes, real estate. This and that. It's like your total net worth. But I'm saying he obviously has a lot liquid. So it's like you just got 800 million sitting over here. And it's like you can go get it or it's just crazy.
Well, I think shit like him is even crazier because I know if I had that much, I wouldn't be in no fucking trailer.
Man, if I had as much money,
in no damn trailer.
If I had Elon Musk money, you wouldn't even catch me in the same house every week. Literally.
Yeah, fucking.
You couldn't catch me. You couldn't pinpoint me.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Where's Elon Musk at today? I think he in Venezuela somewhere. You know what I mean? Damn, where you gonna be at tomorrow? I don't know. I think he said he's going to Britain. You know what I mean? Like you can't. I'm not sitting in one spot. Fuck that.
Yeah, and this man in a trailer, like
and him and Grimes sitting in the trailer. Like just he just do the craziest shit. Wife Grimes get her pregnant. Like
name the baby. Hella fucking.
Oh God, he named the baby like a symbol.
It was like XELR42 or some shit. Like,
oh my God. I feel bad for these celebrity babies.
When you're too rich, when you're so rich, you can just do shit. Like that's how you know you're rich. Like Elon must just be doing shit. Like,
nah, I'm not gonna say if I was rich, I wouldn't just do shit because I
would too.
I do shit.
I
now.
wouldn't do the same shit that some of these people be on.
Yeah, nah, I do shit now. I do shit now. So if I was rich, I'd definitely be doing shit. But the shit they do, it's okay, yeah. But yeah, I do feel bad for these celebrity babies because just having your name be a symbol. Like, imagine they send him to like a regular school, which I feel like Elon would do. Elon would just be like, "Fuck it, go sit somewhere down there, and they'll grill him." Oh my god, they'll fire him up.
Literally.
Oh, speaking of babies, bro, PJ Washington.
I don't know why I'm laughing. That shit is kind of fucked up. Yeah.
Sad. This is a quick PJ Washington story. PJ Washington is a basketball player in the NBA. He played for the Wolves.
The Hornets.
But he played in the NBA. There's an IG model named Brittany Renner, and she's been popping on IG for like a long time. Obviously, the stigma behind the athletes and IG models is like they find an IG model, get them pregnant, and this and that. Like you get the whole dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Athletes and models, it's like you get it. No matter what league you're in, you get the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had been like preying on him, like going to his high school games, like before he even got in college. She was like 27, he's like 18. She's going to his games, like watching him, like going to his games and shit, watching him all through college. As soon as he got in the NBA, she like got with him. They had a baby, and then as soon as the baby was born, divorced him.
Damn.
Literally. He said he got to pay hella in child support. He can't see his baby. Like,
literally, he be on Twitter like, I can't see my kid. Like,
yeah, there's a literal video, and on top of that, she's not helping it. She posted a video of her with the baby, like chilling with the baby. Then she put a picture of the Future song "My Collection," which the lyrics to that song is, "Even if I hit you once, you part of my collection." That's the lyrics to that song, and she posted that. And he's on Twitter like, I wish I could see my son. I want to see my son so bad. I can't see my son. She won't let me see him. And she's on Twitter like, yeah, you're part of my collection. What?
Different, bruh. The thing is,
I don't know, bro.
It's sad but not surprising. Like,
exactly. Sad but not
the
surprising.
same narrative.
Because she even, I don't know if you've seen this video, but there's a video of her from like years ago. Before this even happened, she was like, ladies, if you want to come up, just fucking athlete because they stupid. She's on video in the car saying that. I swear on everything.
I believe it.
She's on video saying that, and then turn around 5 years later, and you know what I mean?
It's just crazy that
my God.
It's always obviously been a thing, like especially in this country, like chicks fucking dudes to get money for the kid. We understand, but when you're like an IG model who already get bread, like when you're doing it to that level to get that much money, it's just so dirty. It's
nasty because you can tell it's a plan, and she has no remorse. Like,
she don't care.
How do you fake? How do you? She's just.
But like that child is really a life, bro.
Yes, bro. She's like, she's really an empty human. Like she has no.
You made a life like just for you to get bread. Like, do you know what I mean? That is fucked up to me. Like,
does she even really want to be a mom? Is my
probably
thing?
Not.
Like, or is she?
How much of that money is even actually going to the kid?
Is she even fit to be a mom? Based off of this, it sounds like no. Like I said, she doesn't seem like that's not like. How do you fake a relationship for however long they were together? Don't care about this baby. Like, and it's just.
She's saying athletes are stupid, but at the same time, if you're 18, 19 years old, like you're just now popping in this badass IG model, like come to you, like.
That's another thing. I was gonna say I feel bad for him because obviously he got preyed on, but number two, like. You get the first IG model you talk to pregnant, you was gonna do that anyway, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter what IG model you talk to, like you was gonna get her pregnant, but it just happened to be Brittany Renner.
But also, if this was her whole plan, let's be honest. Like, if she was securing that bag.
Yeah, she was gonna bust a move on whoever. It just happened to be PJ.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that kid when he grew up is also gonna get cooked. I'm praying for him. If you ever sees the video, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Your mom is crazy. Literally. Yeah. So
I think by then he would know. Like,
oh man,
imagine growing up and knowing,
like how do you
news stories?
No, seriously. But how do you just like he grow up? He 15, 16, and he realized he realized like he catch that feeling like wait, my mom is actually fucking like weird. Like how do you live with that like as a kid knowing that the reason you were born is for her to come up? Yeah. Like that's just a lot to handle, bro.
Literally. And that's lifelong trauma.
Right, and even if he don't realize it, them kids gonna tell him.
Yeah.
Nigga, who's your mama? Brittany Renner? What?
Literally.
Bruh, oh my God.
That's you?
Aside from him already having a bad mom, because you could grow up for having a good-looking mom already. Like, they're already on you because your mom look good. But now we figured out your mom is fucking basketball players for cheese? Like, come on, bro.
Crazy.
That kid finna have a hard life, bro. Praying for him. Like, it's crazy, bro. But that's pretty much all that happened.
Yeah, that's
pretty much the whole rundown of shit that's happened so far.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Life is crazy. This has been an A&R podcast.
Yeah, last in person one for a little bit.
Last in person one for a little bit. I mean, hey man.
Even the next one probably will look a little different by the time we get to it.
Yeah, like I said, this ain't gonna be the last in person one forever. So
no,
don't worry about that. But you know, be on the lookout for the next one, and we'll see you.
Yes, sir.